Pushback. The inboard engines are started. We're just starting up the outboard engines, and as soon as the engine start for the outboards is complete, we'll be getting taxi clearance and getting on our way.
Check stab and feel, all engage engine and Tyson schedule.
Off and fly over.
Brake fan.
They're on.
Ground idle.
Too low.
Door warnings.
Tested and out.
Engine feed pumps.
All on.
Hydraulics.
Checked.
Electrics.
Checked. Ground bypass.
Ground equipment's clearing. The after start check is complete.
Okay, we've got our clearance to taxi. Nose to 5, please. That's lowering the nose to our normal taxiing position, releasing the brakes. And there we are, rolling forward. All clear.
All
Checking
clear.
emergency brakes. And Bill, if we could have the taxi checks, please.
Nose and visor.
Nose down at 5.
Checked.
Okay, brakes.
They're checked, back at normal.
Flight instruments.
The cockpit checks are not actually continuous. They're carefully designed in sections to prepare the aircraft for the next stage of flight.
Checked.
Trims. Trims I've checked set for takeoff.
Set for takeoff.
And we're clear to line up after the 75. We'll have the before takeoff checks, please, Bill.
Okay, briefing. Any update?
No update to the briefing.
Understood.
Taxi turns.
They're going on.
Transponder.
That's 5257 and on.
Wheel light.
Is out.
Off.
Out here.
And that's the final series of checks before takeoff.
It's quite interesting lining up on the runway. We're sitting here on the flight deck 35 feet ahead of the nose wheel, so I have to overshoot the runway centre line somewhat before I commence the turn to line up. A little bit disconcerting until you get used to it.
Midland 6 for the checker and line up, please, spotted.
All clear on the approach.
Yep. That look a bit bumpy ahead there.
Yeah.
Prepare yourself now for a sequence of events which are unlike any other flying experience.
129 today.
There we are, all lined up and now standing by for our takeoff clearance from Heathrow Control Tower.
Concorde 189, clear takeoff 27 right, 210, 15 knots.
189, clear takeoff 27.
Okay, we're cleared for takeoff. Everybody all set?
Yeah.
All set.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, now.
There's B building. 100 knots.
Car set.
B1. Rotate. B2. Positive climb.
Gear up.
We go.
Peterborough 771.
240 knots.
27 right, 210, 15 knots.
First takeoff, 27 right, TWA 771.
And next, the noise abatement procedure.
3, 2, 1, noise.
Once the aircraft is safely airborne, the engine power is reduced, the aircraft is levelled in order to maintain airspeed.
In the terminal area like this, we fly around at 250 knots and we fly around with the nose and visor dial at 5, keeping a lookout for any other traffic that there may be around.
Cross checks, the after takeoff checks complete with the nose still at 5.
Have 2% more, please, Bill.
2%.
I'll have Compton set up on my side, please.
Compton is the name of a radio navigation beacon.
And we're just getting to the point now where I'm going to ask Chris to select the nose and visor up, streamlining Concorde for high-speed flight. Chris, could you select the nose and visor up now, please? Coming up. There we are. You can hear possibly the sound level on the flight deck has decreased quite a lot. That airflow noise we were getting before has now diminished. We'll open up the throttles fully. Once the engines have all stabilised, Bill Brown will select the reheats in pairs. First of all, the inboards. There they are, just cutting in. We're going to take a timing on that. And the outboards, please, Bill. And we'll see that doing a little blip up and down the scale of the instrument as the shockwave attaches. We're just hanging just under Mark 1, just for 20 seconds or so. And we're just about to go through the sound barrier. There's the shockwave attaching right now. And we're supersonic. No fuss.
Approach Speedbird Concorde 189 heavy at 10,000.
Speedbird Concorde 189 heavy, all approach, descend and maintain 7,000.
And we'll have the nose and visor down and 5, please.
Speed's okay, the visor's going.
So that's the nose, and there's the visor going down. And the nose coming down to 5 degrees.
Okay, briefing, any update?
No update to the briefing.
Taxi turn.
On.
Red iron S reaches.
Right.
Right.
ASI bus, there's no update.
No update
Check
for that?
those.
Okay.
57's the final. Seats and harness.
Lock. Power off, harness secure.
The power is off. Nose and visor.
It's down on 5 degrees.
Down on 5. Altimeters and the radio altimeters, there's no update. We have checked those. The approach checks complete.
And at the moment we're only cleared to 5, so as we approach that, we better get further clearance. Alert, 1 to go.
We've got 1,000 feet to go to our clearance level of 5,000 feet, and the auto throttles increase the engine thrust to maintain that altitude.
Speedbird 188 heavy, turn left heading of 3.
Heavy means large jet, and Speedbird is British Airways. We're on a northerly heading to intercept the runway's directional radio beam known as ILS, Instrument Landing System.
Thank you.
About a 188 heavy, descend and maintain 3,000.
3 check.
Okay, I'll take the autopilot out, chaps. And I'm now hand flying it. That's the autopilot out.
Speedbird 188 heavy, reduce speed to 210 knots.
Speedbird 188, reduce speed 210 knots.
It's a very good auto throttle system, by the way, and I've just demanded a 210 knot intermediate approach speed from it, and the speed's gradually bleeding off now. And we are now established on the extended centre line for the runway we're landing on, and also on the glide slope.
To glide capture. The overshoot height is
4,000.
Speedbird 188 heavy, contact Dallas Tower 120.1 today.
Tower 120.1, Speedbird 188 heavy, bye.
Chris now changes the frequency of his radio to that of the controller in the tower.
Dallas Tower, good afternoon, Speedbird Concorde 188 heavy, for 1 right.
Speedbird Concorde 188 heavy, Dallas Tower, runway 1 right, clear to land, wind 050 at 3.
Clear to land 1 right, Speedbird 188 heavy.
So we're cleared for an approach. We're fully established on the ILS. All the radio aids have been identified and no problems at all. Have the gear down, please.
Speed's okay. 4 greens.
okay. The gear checks 4 greens. Nose
It's down a green.
checks. Brakes.
Checked, they're normal.
Okay, landing check is complete. Thank you very much.
Auto throttles in on the glide slope, on the localizer.
Glide slope and localizer are the 2 radio beams informing the pilot about his height and position relative to the ideal runway approach.
Stable.
Thank you.
400 feet.
100 to go.
$300 feet.
Decision height.
My director's off.
200 feet.
264 heavy, Dallas Tower, 19 right. Southwest Airways, arriving heavy contact.
100 feet.
180 at 8.
50, 40, 30, 20, 15.
Now watch the wingtips. The famous delta wing swirl.
Stick forward, please.
Sticks forward.
Yes, sir. A real greaser.
Only Dallas Tower, try again.
100 knots.
1014, about 12 out.
75. 40 knots.
Thank you very much indeed.